Namaste Losties. Hello. We've just watched episode 7, The Life and Death of Jeremy Bentham. All I can say is, wow. Welcome to this, the official fan show for Lost on Sky One. Look, it's Geeky Tom, or GT as we're going to be calling him from now on. How you doing, GT?
Yeah, good. I like that.
Yeah? Let's get some enthusiasm.
Oh, this is the best I can do, I'm afraid.
Did you notice he actually went, oh! Over here, it's the editor of the official Lost magazine. I like to call him Paul Terry, because his name is Paul Terry.
Or PT.
PT.
GT, PT.
It's confusing things now. It's confusing. Let's talk about the episode, because there were a lot of things to talk about. A John Locke episode.
Yeah.
Always exciting.
Oh.
Always going to be good. Locke isn't dead.
No.
Which we sort of knew was going to happen, didn't we? But I was going down the Medusa spider.
You were absolutely convinced. I'm actually quite pleased it wasn't, just to see the look on your face when it wasn't actually the spider.
Well, there were so many clues, though, that it was going to be Medusa spider. Well, there was one, the expose episode that Cheech and Chong were watching.
Yeah, but I think in your little mind there was loads of clues, but in everybody else's, I think they were pretty sure that the island was going to bring him back to life.
Okay, well... Okay, I didn't know that the island was going to bring him back to life.
But how many times has he been shot? You know, or hurt, or killed, or maimed, and he just comes back to life?
He's not been killed before.
Oh, that when he got shot?
Well, he got shot.
By Ben.
When he got shot by Ben, though, he didn't die, did he? He just got very, very poorly.
That was the pit, wasn't it? All the bodies went
where he saw
through.
Waltz.
And it was a kidney. Wasn't it a kidney missing that saved his life? The kidney hadn't been taken out.
Yeah. So he didn't actually die, I don't think.
No.
So in answer to the question, 0 times.
You can just get shots, you know, pretty much every day now, and you just heal up and it's fine. You know, the island, of course, doesn't have any kind of special healing powers. I mean, yeah, God, come on.
To bring a man back to life, Tom.
Yes.
That's a lot to ask of a magical island.
It's the most impressive
I don't think
act.
It is a lot to ask, actually. I think that it should be something the island should do on a day-to-day basis. More people should be brought back to life.
Who has rattled your cage this week? You're going to get on my nerves, you are.
Okay, I'll be quiet then.
We think they may have landed on the Hydra station. Well, you said it first.
Because of the logo. We've got the little squiddy Hydra logo thing on the
So the Hydra, that's the other island. That's on the other island, is it?
There was
confused.
Yeah,
now.
well, there was that wide shot with the moonlight, beautiful shot, and there was like the little mini island.
Yes.
And then there was the main island. So I was thinking if they're showing that shot, and they've also got the Caesar, new character, reading the Dharma booklet thing with the Hydra logo on it.
Also,
which would be quite funny because
Ben's
back.
The three boats to get to the other island.
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh,
We've
good
seen
one.
those
Actually,
boats. Well, no, hang on.
That's good.
But those boats, there are 3 boats. Again, back to me watching season 3 because Jack has, and they've just left on those boats to go to the main island. But those boats would be on the main island.
Or there's some more.
Yeah. Speaking of the boats, okay. So a boat has been taken by the pilot. Mysterious lady. It's got to be Son, isn't it?
Yeah, got to be Son.
Or
Kate, though.
Or another character we haven't introduced you yet.
Caesar. Tom, GT, what do you think about him?
He's obviously got some hidden agenda because he had he took a picture, a map of the island, didn't he?
There was one of the lines on. There was a diagram, and one of the lines on the diagram said "real time."
So it was kind of like a time map, let's say.
Yeah.
Where it described all the different time maybe they're all jumping to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's obviously on a mission from Widmore or AK or Ben, either of the two.
He saw everyone disappear. What I want to know is he saw Hurley, Jack, and Kate disappear. Why did Ben, Son, and Lapidus not disappear?
Well, they didn't get all the people on the plane that they needed to. There was lots of
But why did they disappear?
It's not an exact science, I don't think, is it? So maybe some people jumped to a different time and other people jumped to another time.
Paul, have you got any theories on that? I'm confused.
No, I think what Tom was saying, there seems to be some kind of, exactly that it's not an exact science. Something random has happened because it doesn't make sense why Locke, because Locke was, he was dead on the plane, but he was sort of part of the original posse, so why would he not have done the kind of warp thing and landed near the water?
Because he wasn't playing Locke, he was playing as Christian Shepherd.
Yes, good one.
When?
Okay, here we go. This is exactly why they're in a different place.
Was I in the middle of asking something?
Tell section of the plane.
The whole plane crashed.
Yeah, but it's split into 2 bits though, didn't it? On the original crash.
Yeah.
Bits in one
But Lapidus is in the front of the plane. What with him being the pilot and
the
all?
plane's intact. The plane,
So-
the Azure
But I'm just
Airways
saying that if they're trying to
flight
recreate the
through
crash,
London-
maybe that's
Lapidus-
why there's two separate
Lapidus
groups.
was on the front of the plane.
Maybe that's why there's
Everyone
two
was sat in the
separate
front of
groups.
the plane.
Okay.
When has that plane crashed? Has it crashed at the same time as Jack and Kate and Hurley? Because we suspect, we don't
I
know.
assume so,
We suspect
yeah.
that they're in the 70s or the 80s because Jin is driving the Volkswagen. It's brand new and he's wearing a clean suit.
But we didn't consider at the time that it could be a different van. I mean,
Could be,
it's,
could
you know,
be,
there's
yes.
one van.
Yes.
So it could be different vans. So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't be a different time. That feels like.
We've got a forum post from Baker 1000. There were obviously 999 other Bakers registered. Caesar found 1, what appeared to be Rousseau's map. 2, the map Daniel and Charlotte used to find the Tempest. 3, a photocopy of something from Daniel's journal.
That is an eagle-eyed fan.
Yeah, well done,
That's
Baker
impressive.
1000. I mean, he offers no information around that or no theories around that, which is a shame. But if that's true that we spotted, well done. You can send us your comments, your questions and your theories via the email to lostonsky1@sky.com, lostonsky1@sky.com, or you can go on the forum sky.com/lost. Now, we just have to slow things down ever so slightly for the next few minutes because I have to issue an apology. Last week, we talked about a woman that we had seen in episode 4. It was indeed Carol Littleton. She was first seen in Par Avion and recently seen in The Little Prince. Erin's grandmother, Christian Shepherd's lover, and Claire's mother. It was not her aunt, as Geeky Tom said it was. So Tom, that's a shame on you, yeah. You really muffed it up there, mate.
And we were arguing all the way through the podcast, you know, that you were wrong, and then, you know,
But
embarrassing.
what I love about this situation is
Embarrassing.
everybody who watched it all of last week ago will actually remember exactly who said.
It was Tom. And we'll have a little cut there. We all noticed was when we saw Walt again, not the fact that he's massive and his voice is deeper than mine. He wasn't very good at acting this as he gets older, is he?
What's he got to work with though, really? He has like a 5-minute part.
Yeah.
And we hadn't seen him. The last time we saw him, he was tiny. And
I felt sorry for Locke though, because I thought, you know, Locke's he's there, he's going like, hey, Walt, high five. And I just felt sorry for Locke that they couldn't go and hang and have dinner
if
and
you
have
were
a proper
Walt
catch
though,
up.
I think you said it. You'd be like, okay, tell me absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Tell me, I want to know everything.
Well, but there's that thing, isn't it? He's been off the island for 3 years.
We keep forgetting that.
Yeah,
it's like
and
blink
he's a
for us,
kid. What is
yeah.
it? Well, I don't know how old is he supposed to be now? 15 or was he like 12 on the island?
14, 15, yeah, something like
And
that. Yeah.
kids forget stuff, don't they?
But he's really, I mean, he's a really messed up child.
Come on, go on, let Tom have it. Come on.
You crashed on an island. It'd be something that you probably would stick in your mind.
So, I thought you were going to
I'm
come
not
with
saying
something
it's
better than
funny,
that.
but kids move on from these things, don't they? Their minds heal better than the adult mind.
One question I would have for Locke if I was Walt is, everyone thinks you're dead,
Yeah.
and now here you are. What's up with that? That's what.
It's a good question.
It's a
Fair
very
enough,
good
good
question.
question.
I'm completely honest. What was Saeed doing? Is he working for Greenpeace or something?
Bless him.
Well,
you know.
I guess if you're a man that believes in karma, then after killing a load of people, you're probably going to have to
A
build
lot
a few
of
houses
people.
for some poor people.
Yeah, you can only imagine there seems to be a long trail of hitman operations. And then,
I do hope we don't
bit
get
of Greenpeace.
a Saeed flashback where the episode is him joining Greenpeace, going and building a roof, because that would be quite dull. Who couldn't help but shed a tear when Locke was taken to the grave of Helen, who we all were talking about and thought was quite saucy.
She's lovely, lovely
Who's
actress.
she drama? The
She does the voice for Leela.
Leela, yes, as a voice we've all grown to know and love.
I miss her.
Is
I'd
she
forgotten.
dead though? She had a brain aneurysm. I'm not sure I believe that, Abaddon. I don't believe what you're saying to me. I don't think she's dead.
Who can be trusted?
In a strange part of the graveyard that's surprisingly empty.
But like Tom, you were saying, I mean, how can you trust in any faction of the Widmore team Widmore, team Ben? It's really difficult. The poker faces are brilliant.
I've kind of moved away from trying to trust either of them.
You just think they're both
I
evil?
think they're both as
Well,
evil as
listen.
each
We'll
other.
discuss Ben and Widmore and who is the most trustworthy in a bit. And also, pay attention to this, Lost fans. Our Wednesday edition, we're going to talk more about John Locke. It's going to be pretty much a John Locke special with other bits and pieces in
I might
there
come
as
to
well.
that, yeah.
But it should be fun. Ben. Sorry, I'm taking this in because I was surprised that Ben murdered John Locke?
Yeah, big time.
And he did kill him, didn't he? There's no...
Yeah, he
did,
straight
didn't he? I saw
into...
Nah, he was stroking his hair back then.
But I like that scene because when he first came in and he was sort of crouching down, you were going, let's get the Medusa spider out. It's going to get...
I was going right up until the last minute. It was
Fair
you
play.
don't need to hang it.
Fair
You
play,
don't need to
yeah.
hang yourself, John. I got here a Medusa spider. Tell you what, keep fit thing. And he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Disappointing. Why does Ben kill him instead of letting him commit suicide? My theory on this is he needed the name Eloise Hawking out of him. He needed to know who the contact was that could help him.
Yeah,
I like that. Sorry.
I do like that.
Don't you apologise for liking my theory?
No,
He
I
looked
do
like he was
like
about
it.
to complain.
But I'm still confused as to why that and the gin sort of speak seemed to upset him, and
He
then
got very upset with the gin speak, didn't he? He was surprised that Jim was alive.
And then literally animated, got the wire, and bosh, So
and I think it was genuine surprise that Jim was alive because to emphasise it, he sort of looks down as though he's thinking about it. It's acting skills, that is. But why would he be upset that Jim's alive? That would mean his plan isn't going to plan.
Or it's something that he doesn't know about, like a variable that maybe he hasn't.
That's it. Yeah, if he doesn't know something, that really annoys him to the point of killing somebody.
There's basically a few theories, isn't there? Whether he is killing Locke because he knows that Locke has to die, so to get him all back on the island, or he's killing Locke to kind of replace him as the leader. We've got two groups on the island, okay, that could have or could be led by two different people.
Tell us those groups, please.
You've got your Ben group.
Yeah.
Who's Team Ben? Who's Team Ben?
Well, I guess it'd be Jack and the rest. But now you could have a Widmore group now with Caesar and all his followers.
Good one.
There's going to be a war, maybe two groups with Ben and Widmore.
Well, there's a
in
war
charge.
coming. There's a war coming, as Widmore says.
Yeah, that was troubling. I mean, that's...
No, you say troubling. Actually, I'm quite looking forward to it.
Yeah, war will be wicked.
Oh, not like I won't watch it.
Very quickly.
I'm turning off,
I almost had a little excited wee when all the car crashes were going off.
That was good.
Well, it was
That was amazing.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. Love it.
During the week, we asked you to send in your questions for Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse. Thank you very much to everybody who sent them in. We're going to try and ask as many as we can in the short time that we have with them. Say we're not meeting them. Wouldn't hang out with us. And we're going to bring you some answers in the coming weeks in our exclusive interview, so make sure you keep coming back to hear those. Now, back to episode 7, Charles Widmore being very helpful to Locke. Widmore says to Locke, "I'm deeply invested in the future of the island." What does that mean?
In that moment, though, I believed him. But then a few scenes later, Tom was going, "Nah, it's all manipulation."
You got sucked into it, and you're saying you felt sorry for Widmore.
I did for a moment, a fleeting moment.
Has it gone?
Yeah, I had that cookie and
Well,
then
there's that
it's all over.
There's that thing where he says, the island. I was in charge of the island. I looked after it for 30 years. So that means he stayed on there for a long. Well, let's work it out. So he was on the island in 54.
When did he say that he met
60,
Locke?
70.
When he was
In
what
17.
age? 17.
And so that was 1954-ish. That's when the Jughead was on there. So 54 to 64 to 74. That means he left the island in 1984-ish.
Okay.
When was the incident?
I don't know, but what that means is...
I'm pretty sure that was in 1984.
No.
Okay.
Wait.
Was it 1984?
I think it was a year.
I
like
don't know
that.
if specify
Probably.
a year.
What that means is that the Sawyer and that lot, if we're saying they're in the late 70s, early 80s, that Widmore is on the island and in charge of the island.
Interesting.
Abaddon.
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting. Gets shot. That was a brilliant scene.
I felt quite bad for him, though.
Well, why?
Well, because, as an audience watching it, we've seen, different viewpoints about the character and whether he's bad or good. We've had Hurley freaking out about him, but now he's been shot by, Ben claimed it. Ben claimed the excellent sniper shooting, but maybe he's a good guy. We're not sort of
no,
about
he
him.
says that he works for Widmore to help people get to where they need to go. That's a bit
Maybe
shifty.
Ben was trying to kill Locke as well. We don't know.
Ah, yes.
And
Very
then
good.
hit Abaddon by mistake.
He keeps popping up as this kind of this mysterious figure. I think there's probably more to him than just being Widmore's.
He's dead.
Well, no, listen, man. The time travel is the thing. We could see him again.
Yeah, come on. People
Doesn't it-
dying.
People die and they come
Okay,
back.
I'll bet you a Cadbury's Dairy Milk that we don't see him again.
You're on. Oh, we're so seeing him again,
Extra
man.
large.
If you want to get in touch with us, you're more than welcome. You can email us, lostonsky1@sky.com, lostonsky1, it's the number 1 at sky.com. We're also on the Twitter, the Bebo, the Facebook and the MySpace, and we record this Sunday show, I'll tell you now, I'll let you behind the mask, on a Friday. And if you follow us on the Twitter, we update I update on the computer, so you can get without any spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Here.
Evil spoilers.
Okay, so the Jeremy Bentham, John Locke special. Paul Terry, just sum it up for us, please.
Terry O'Quinn is the greatest actor alive.
Oh, he's a good actor.
Amazing.
Isn't he? He's a
Amazing.
good actor.
I'm
not bothered.
Okay, good.
Our midweek edition is released this Wednesday at sky.com/lost. We're going to talk more about John Locke, the work he's got to do and his destiny. Plus we've got more of your emails, your questions and the best of your theories. So please join us on Wednesday. Until then, as I say every week, namaste. Is Tom still there?
A little.
Nuts.
What happened, kid? Where's Aaron?
Don't ask questions. If you want me to go with you, you'll never ask me that question again. You will never ask me about Aaron. Do you understand, Jack?
Yes.
Thank you.
You don't need to hang yourself, John. I got here, I'm a juice of spider.